Hey everyone, I hope you are doing well. As per suggestions from my friend and viewers, I'm going to add voiceovers from now onwards to all my videos. So today we are going to analyze the COVID-19 situation of Karnataka, followed by a prediction. This video will be uploaded in two parts. So let's begin. So we are doing all this analysis using our language. Here are a few libraries which we need to load before starting our program. So these are basically for plotting and analyzing. Next up, we are going to choose our CSV file which contains the dataset. So we'll select it. Soon as you select it, you can put it into a variable called db. Next up, we'll view the db. So here is our dataset. It has the name of districts, confirmed cases, active cases, recovered, and decrease. So in our dataset, we have something called other state. So the other state reflects to the people who have come from other state to Karnataka, maybe from other state of India, as well as it includes the count of foreign internationals who have come to Karnataka and have got infected from COVID-19. So let's begin. Further, what I want to do is I'll categorize or separate our data set only in terms of districts. So I'll make the use of distinct function for that. So see, you can see over here, these are the separate districts which have COVID-19 infection. Next, to further categorize our data based on the administrative regions of Karnataka, I'll put another field into our dataset, that is regions. So now if you view DB, you'll have another column, that is region. So I think the administrative regions of Karnataka are known to everybody, but still I'll let you know there are basically four regions in which Karnataka is divided. Those who are VTO students must be very well aware of it. I'll just show it to you. So these are the four different regions of Karnataka. The first one is Belgaum or Belgavi region. Second one is Bangalore region. Third one is Gulbarga or Kalburgi region. And the fifth one is Mysuru region. So these are the four regions based on which I have divided my data. Next, we'll add it to the regions column. Now if you view DB, you will have regions indicated towards the districts. So for example, Davangere belongs to Bengaluru region. Similarly, it is done for all. Next up, what we are going to do is we'll take the aggregate of DB from 2 to 5. These 2 and 5 are the column names or the number of columns. If you see the DB, if you consider district as first column, confirmed will be the second column. So from second to fifth, fifth goes up to decrease. So from second to fifth column, we are taking the aggregate and based on the regions. So this, what will this give us is the region wise confirmed, active and recovered cases along with the decays. So as per our data, we can see Belgavi has the highest confirmed cases, that is aggregate of 43.14. Similarly, Mysuru is lowest. Other state is a separate column in this. Moving further, we'll plot the graphs using ggplot function. This will be based on confirmed cases and regions. So here is how our graph looks like based on the various regions in Karnataka. Next up, we are going to use box plot to make our analysis more compact. So this is the analysis using the box plot of confirmed cases versus the various regions. Further, we move up to the regression, that is linear regression. So the main aim of linear regression is to lead us towards the prediction. So here in our video, we are also doing the same. We are doing the predictive analysis using the linear regression. So these are the regression lines, and the red mark or green mark or whatever mark which is there around the regions, that is the area where you see the predictive analysis value. The first analysis was for confirmed versus recovered cases. The second one similarly is for confirmed versus death cases, and the third one is for death versus recovered. So I'll show you one more just for example. So this is confirmed with respect to death cases of Karnataka, and that is region wise. So before moving to predictive analysis, we'll stop this video here due to time restriction constraint. In the next video, I'll be showing you the predictive analysis, and we'll also predict the number of cases which are supposed to happen in Karnataka in coming times. So thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned.